Hello, hello, hello. Hello, lovely friends. So, it's another week on the house. I'm not sure who's there yet and who isn't. But obviously we've got the gessoed house that we painted inside last week. So now I'm going to do some painting outside and I'm going to show you Soulabage. Hello, hello, hello. I'm a bit husky today because I've got a bit of lurgy that's floating around my house at the moment. But bear with me, and thanks for joining me early. But there's lots of things going on at 7 o'clock. One of which, Suruso. Oh, I'm so glad I get to say your name. One of the things going on at 7 o'clock is a new release video from Finnabair, which is going to be good. So, and I know there's other things as well. So I just thought, do you know what? I can do 6 o'clock. It's not a problem. So I did, and I am. So yeah, so there's the house. There's nothing new going on that. So I thought I'd show you my little dingly dangly light thing I've done. I hope you can see it. What I did is I got some thinner wire. Hi Jan, lovely to see you. Hi Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but hello. Yeah, I took some thinner wire and I threaded some beads on it and I wound it around that structure that we made last week. And then, I don't know, can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. Then I took some, I'll show you. I took some old birthday candles and I just cut them down and I trimmed the wick and I've wrapped wire around them and I've put them in place. So I've made myself a little candelabra with pink sparkly candles, because why wouldn't you? So, craft lunch going on in the corner of my room. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So yes, so I've done my candelabra. The other thing I've done, Alison Horn, hello. The other thing I've done is I've made lots of mushrooms, and I've also used a mold to make some ferns. So I'll show you those now. Let me get my drink out of the way. Yeah, so I've got lots and lots of little mushrooms in all sorts of shapes and sizes, some big ones, some teeny tiny ones. So they will be going on there as well, lots of mushrooms. And then the other thing I've done is I have cast loads of me too. I'm a big mushroom fan. I'm really into felting them at the moment. Did you see my felted mushroom? I love doing them. They're so nice to do. That's my felted mushroom. I absolutely loved doing it. I've got a couple that I've done and I've just loved loved everything about doing them. What's that now? Which mold did you? The mushrooms I made myself, and I don't really want to show you how, because Leanne does Leanne does, oh, let me put those in shot for you. Leanne does a really cool mushroom workshop where you can learn how to go and make all kinds of different mushrooms, and they are very cool. But anyway, so yes, I cast. I've got tons of these, as you can see. I got very carried away, and I've done loads of the bottles, and I used some resin resin tint, that's what it's called. I use the Pentart resin tint on these just to get loads of different colours, and I'm going to distress them a little bit as well, but I want to put my coloured bottles in my windows so that when the lights come on, yeah, that's right, Sue. That's right. It's Leanne's speciality, so I'll leave that to her to teach. But it's a really good workshop if you can go on it. They're really good, and they're really simple to make these. I mean, these, I don't think Leanne does these teeny tiny ones, but she does some pretty small ones. And you just make them smaller. Would be my suggestion. But yes, so I want to put these coloured bottles, once we've done some waxing and rusting and all the rest of it, going to put them in the window so that then when my lights go on in there, I'm hoping it's going to look nice. That's my plan. So I make my own too. Yeah, it's a good workshop, isn't it? It is good. Yes, it's online. If you go over to Leanne's shop, Mad Archers, there should be the option to sign up for it. And Leanne runs it regularly. She runs it regularly live, and I'm not sure if there's a recorded version too, but she runs it regularly live, and it's really good fun. And she normally does it as a Zoom class, so that you can join in, and it's a really good laugh. So I'm going to start painting the outside of this now, because it's probably going to take quite a few layers, I think, to get it how I want it. So I'm not going to stick my mushrooms on just yet. I'm going to do my first layer, and I'm going to put the other pieces, like the roof and the sign, to the side as well, so that when I'm adding various things to this piece, I can add bits to them as well. I think that makes sense. So I'm going to start by, I'm looking for now I think we might put some Lindy's on this as well, because I'm a little bit obsessed with them at the moment, so it would be rude not to. So I'm just getting some of them down. I've got some Cookie, because I love Cookie, and I've also got the new Scorched Timber distress paint, because I think that's going to be a really handy colour for this as well. So I'm going to start by adding colour to the tiles and the window areas, I think. And for that, I'm going to start with a bit of Cookie. Oh, they're so nice. They're so nice. Yeah, it's just cardboard. The roof is just cardboard squares. That's all it is. Look at that bit I missed. Shame on me. We won't look at that bit. And then I'm just going to get one of my, this is an all right brush, actually. I was going to say one of my not so good ones, but this one isn't too bad. And I'm going to start with Cookie. And I'm not being too precious about it because there's going to be a few layers. I am being a little bit careful on the windows. But again, not overly precious about it. Oh, thanks, Jan. It's just cardboard. Just little squares of cardboard stuck on there. So just I'm not too worried about this now because this is just the first layer. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't know if you remember when we were sticking it together. My steps, for some reason, I must have picked up the wrong pieces, and my steps were not quite how I wanted them to be. So I used my air drying clay just to get them how I want them. I'm not going to worry too much about the back because I can do the back on my own at some point. And this weird little thing that I've done here, I want to do in like a metallic effect. Yeah, sorry, I was out of shot. Yeah, this thing, I'm going to do this in a metallic effect. And I think I'm going to do it as a bit of a window box. It's going to be overflowing with some ferns and mushrooms and moss and things. But I want to give it a metallic finish. Where are we? Super excited to see Finn's new release. I think it's going to be really lovely. And I know there's lots of other people doing stuff tonight. I was really surprised. Because a few things came up on my feed for what's happening tonight. And I pick Thursday nights to do this because I thought Thursday night's not very busy. It's crazy busy on a Thursday night. I didn't do my homework properly, that's for sure. But we've got probably, I think there's probably one more session after this on this house, probably. And then I've got another project. It's exciting, isn't it, Sue? It is exciting. And she's such a lovely person, and it's so lovely to see what she comes up with. Right, that's my first layer of that colour. Let's put that there. And then I've got some on my mat still. Let me put this there. I've got some on my mat still, so I'm gonna just not worrying too much about it, just getting it on. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that's what I was saying. So yeah, another session for this probably. And then I've got another little project that you might want to do Oh, what happened there? Something weird happened. Yes, Natasha, you're live later as well, aren't you? Everybody's live later today. I can't believe how busy Thursdays are. It's crazy. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so another project. That's what I was going to say. I've got another project in the pipeline if you'd like to play along with me. And I'll show you what it is. I'll show you what I'm going to use before I wrap up today. And you can decide if you want to play along again. It'll be like this. It'll be very casual. Very casual, and you know, it's not like a proper workshop or anything. It's just me pottering around, doing my thing. And if you want to join in, you can join in. But it's going to be using, it's an Andy Skinner substrate, which I thought we could do something funky with. Right. Oh, I like that. That's looking good. Oh, let's put a little bit on here as well. So just adding bits of colour everywhere. And although, you know, it looks a right mess at the moment, and you're thinking, good grief. Give a 2-year-old a brush and let them have a go. But I promise you, it will all come together. This is just the first layer of colour. Oh, bless you, Natasha. Thank you. Thank you very much. Even with my huskies tonight. Right, just cleaning that up out of the way. Right, and now I'm going to add a little bit of Lindy spray on here now. So I'm just looking for something to pop behind the windows because I don't want to spray those lovely walls that we did last week. Right, that'll do it. So yeah, that'll be fine. So I've got that there, and I'm gonna start with the Apothecary. I don't know why I find that one hard to say. Apothecary Azure. And I've put some card in behind the windows so I'm not just going everywhere. And I'm just going on these darker areas that I've just painted. And I'll turn it around again in a minute. And I'm going to take my brush and I'm just blending out, not getting too fussy, just blending out some of that colour that's gone on to the lighter areas. Not all of it, just some of it. And then I'm gonna heat dry that because we haven't used Lindy's on this, have we? But what I find is when I use Lindy's, sometimes I like all the colours to merge together, and sometimes I like to dry them in between layers so that you get a definite colour. So I'm just doing that with this because I like to be able to see some of the blue coming through. There we go. And then I'm going to go with Bandolier Brown. And again, I'm only putting it where I've put that the cookie paint. I'm not bothering about getting it anywhere else. Oh, that's so nice. There we go. And I am gonna just give that a little bit of water because I want to blend out on the light areas. I don't want to lose too much of the lightness, but I do want some tones of that colour. Ooh, Bandolier Brown, you're so nice. Just, oh, it's lovely. I love that colour. Weird, isn't it? You wouldn't think brown could be so exciting, but it's a really nice colour. That's it. Just blending in some of that as well. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. The minute I say something's cool, I can imagine all my children cringing at the same time. That's cool. Right, so you can see that's starting to look a little bit more interesting than it did when it was just scrappy little bits of paint. And I'm going to give that a little dry as well. It is, it's just such a beautiful, rich colour. It's got so much depth to it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There you go. Just drying it off a little bit. It's just, I don't want it to be too quick to blend in with the next colour. That's all I'm doing. It's just stopping it from being too quick to blend in. There we go. And then I'm going to take, this is Bayou Boogie Gold. And I don't want lots of this, but I do want a little touch of it. And I'm putting it in exactly the same places as I did before. Ooh, look how rich that is. Ooh, that's lovely. And I'm just checking to see if I need to blend it in anywhere. And you know what? That's done such a nice bit of coverage. I'm going to leave that like that. And then I'm going to turn it round. And I might wonder if I can leave a side so I can... Actually, if I pop this to one side to dry, I can do the... Oh, that piece of cardboard that I put behind the windows. Look at that. That's gorgeous as well. Right, leave that in there. Gonna get the roof and the sign and spray them with the same sort of colour combinations, really. So let's put them where you can see them too. So this is the Apothecary Azure. And I'm doing quite a slow press on the pump there because that's what I like to. Oh, look at the shimmer on that. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. There's just a little bit of shimmer from that Bayou Gold, and it's so pretty. It's really nice. So again, I'm just going to dry this Apothecary Azure as you do it. Lou Withers, no, you've missed like 26 minutes. 26 minutes you've missed. And, you know, the best is yet to come. I'm going to do another half hour or so. But I'll be finished by 7 o'clock. Yeah, so you definitely could. Or if you've got distress sprays, you could try it with them. You know, we can. It's nice. It's nice to use all your products and get everything out and give it a go. Oh, that's coming out nice. Now I wonder if I can flip that one over and just do a bit on the other side too. What a shock this afternoon. Olga Heldwin! Hello, lovely lady. Hello. I am making my house. Making my house. And we're on I think it's part 4 this week. You don't have those colours. You can use any colours, Sue, whatever tickles your pickle, whatever you fancy. Sous-son. Oh, and I was going to see, look how adding more. Oh, I love it. I love watching these things change as you add layers. Yes, I'm going to tell you about it. Should I tell you about my little shock I had this afternoon? I don't know if I should, but I might. Sometimes when I get a quiet minute to come in here and do things, as you do, I put the telly on. Not the telly, the computer. I put something on. And I'm not always that fussy about what I watch because I'm not going to be looking at it. Purples and teal. That might be nice. That might be nice. Try some on a piece of, a bit of card and see what it comes out like. But, God, this stuff gets everywhere. What was I saying? Yeah, so I put a bit of telly on to keep me company when I'm pottering. And so I put the telly on today, and there was a film with Alexander Skarsgård in it, and I really like Alexander Skarsgård, so I thought, yeah, go on then. I'll have a bit of Alexander Skarsgård. It would be rude not to. Good grief. I can't remember what this film's called, but I had the shock of my life. And I told my daughter that I'd put it on, and because I don't watch a lot of what I put on, and I just looked up. And oh my goodness, it was shocking. It was absolutely. I'm not a prude, but oh my word. But I was about, I don't know how far through the film I was, so I don't know how much of that sort of thing had been happening. But yeah, it caught me by surprise, that's for sure. I shall have to take more note of what I put on the TV when I'm not looking at it. Right, a little bit of ink on that one. And again, got the Bayou Boogie Gold again, and I'm not going too mad with it. I need a little bit more brown on this one as well, actually. Just a bit more brown. So who was in the movie? I'm trying to think now. I can hang on. I'm not going to press play. It was called Infinity Pool, and it's horrible. It is honestly, it's horrible. It's really dark, and I wasn't impressed with my movie choice at all. But that's the thing, isn't it? When we're doing these things and we're not actually watching what we're putting on, because it's just background, and it all sounded all right for a while. I was just listening away, thinking, "Oh, this is all right." Oof. Hello, Facebook user. It's nice that you're happy to be here. Let me tell you who was in it, and I'll tell you what it says about it as well. I'll do a quick while I'm drying. I'll do a quick little Infinity. Oh. Yeah, oh, it is a horror. Well, I wish I'd realised that before I put it on, because I don't tend to like horrors. Oh, and in a nutshell, it's called Ominous, Hedonistic and Suspenseful. Oh, the bit I looked up and saw it was horrible. It was really horrible. Right, who's in it? Let's have a look at the cast. So it was Alexander Skarsgård, because I like him and I thought it might be good because he's in it. There's somebody called Mia Goth, Cleopatra Coleman, Amanda Brugel, Thomas Kirchman, Jalil Lesbitt, Caroline Bolton, John Ralston, lots of people. That's who's in it. Right, here you go. It says, is Infinity Pool a good movie? Oh, it's got an 86% approval rating, apparently. And 227 reviews with an average rating of 7 out of 10. Wow. No, it was not for me. And it says, it was just, woof. Yes, I think I'm going to stick. He's lovely normally. He's lovely. I think I'll stick with something more gentle when I'm just in here doing my thing, because that freaked me right out today. But live and learn, eh? Live and learn. Oh, that's looking nice. Nice roof going on there. So that's got I've used the exact same colours, because as I've said before, I don't have a lot of Lindy's. I've only got with the sprays, I think I've got, what have I got? I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 9 Lindy's sprays, because you don't need a ton. They're amazing, and it would be amazing to have the whole rainbow. But you can work with small amounts too. Right, let's have a bit of water spray. Oh, I do like how that's come out. A little bit of water spray. Right, there we go. And I just need to have a little drink a minute. There's no accounting for taste. Oh, it's oh gosh. I can't even go there. If you're easily shocked, don't even put it on. But he is rather good. Right, so I am going to. I need to do the sides because I want to show you some. I want to do some more painty stuff on here, and in order to do that, I need to do my sides. So I'll try and whiz you through them quickly. Oh, Rachel, cut it down. Just cut it down. Stop trying to take shortcuts and just cut the thing and make it smaller. So, no, I think you're saving time and you're not. Right, so let's put that there. And again, I'm going to do that exactly the same thing as I've just done. So I got the Apothecary Azure. There we go. And I don't want it all over the walls so much. So again, I'm going to just did I say I don't want it over the walls so much? And I've now proceeded to get it all over the walls. Yeah, but it's okay. There we go. So just a quick dry. Yes, Infinity Pool. Oh, have fun, Natasha. Have a good one. There we go. So I've got that blue on there. That won't take much of a dry. And now again, I'm going to use that gorgeous bandolier brown. I'm just trying to keep it in the areas that I want darker. I'm not. No, I didn't cover behind that window, and it's gone through onto my paintwork. But I'm just going to leave it as drops. If I try and blend that in, I'm going to make it worse, and I don't want to do that. So oh yeah, it was a shock, but I'm getting over it. But I won't be watching it. There we go. And again, this lovely gold colour, and I'll put my fingers behind there this time. That's it. That's looking better. And these hints of colours that are going on here, they're going to be enough. We're not going to, it's for me personally, they're going to be enough. Obviously, if you want more, do more. But layering them up like this is giving me what I want. I did get some of that inside, but it's not a horrendous effect having strips, so we're all right. We're all right. And let's see, look, that's how it started off. And then we've managed to get this effect here. So I'll put my fingers behind there. So I've got the blue, and again, I'm going to use my brush and just blend that out a bit with a bit of water. There we go. I really like how this is coming together. And I'm going to dry the blue because I don't want it to just blend in. Now, how we do? Yeah, this is good. We're doing good for time. And I'm going to get these two sides, and I won't do the back here tonight. I'll do the back on my own because I'm just going to be doing exactly the same thing, and you don't really need to see that, but I needed to do the sides so that I can continue with the effects that I want to do. So, oh, this brown is everything. Right, I really like that. I'm not even gonna blend that out because I really like how that looks. That is coming together a treat. And I'm gonna actually pop a little bit more of that brown. That's it, like that. And then the gold again. There's such fantastic colours together. I'm not sure if all of them are in the same set though, but you can get them individually. Right, I think that will probably do it for now. Right, so let me take my cardboard out of the thing there, and you can see we're starting to make it quite characterful. Hey Martin, biscuits to you too. Let me just pop a little bit more brown on that side. Now, where are all my lids? Let me get my lids on before I end up having an absolute disaster. What I'm going to do as well, which I'm not going to do now, but I'm going to do later, is I'm going to use the Distress Paint, the Scorched Timber, and a fine brush, and go and get some of the inner details that I want to get to be a little bit darker. I'll get them a little bit darker then. But the next thing I'm going to use on here now is, where are we for time? Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. The next thing I'm going to use on here is some Moss Effect paste. Just looking for my open ones because I love this stuff. I honestly can't get enough of it. That one's open. And yeah, that one's open. I will show it to you now. Sorry, I'm not meaning to get that out of the way. Let me just get these out of the way. Right, so I'm using the Moss Pentart Moss Effect, and if you like doing I mean, it's, well, I was going to say 3D projects, but I've used this on canvases and all sorts. I've even used it on card fronts. It's really good stuff. Yes, lather paste would do it too. Definitely. It's brilliant stuff, but I always use at least 2 colours of it, because using one colour just it's. Oh, have you gone hard? No. A bit. We've got some. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to use it and see. So I'm going to add some moss now. And I'll just start with one colour. It doesn't matter which one. Just put it here and there. Sorry, this is very squeaky. Putting it here and there, and also I'm kind of putting it in some of the places where I'm going to be putting, I know I'm going to be putting maybe some foliage of some sort. And so this is creating quite a nice backdrop for that, you know, so it's not just a bit of white, whatever there. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. There we go. Oh, that's it. Just putting it where I want it. Oh, thanks, Sue. Yeah, it's coming together. And I don't know if I don't think the camera's really picking it up, but it has got a really nice, like real subtle little shimmer to it because of Lindy's. And I really like that. Just being quite gentle with this moss, because again, as it is with everything, it's easy to add more, but if you put too much, it's a real struggle to get rid of it, isn't it? So I'd rather be in a position where I'm adding more than trying to take away something I don't like. Let's have a look here. Now I'm going to put some mushrooms along some of these areas as well, and I'll be putting some reindeer moss in those areas too. There we go. Oh, thank you, Sulapage. Thank you. How are we doing for time? 10 minutes. Right, well, we'll get the other colour of this moss on, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do with my mushrooms and ferns. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover them with Lindy's, and then I'm going to stick them in place. These are going on. You've got to use your products, people. Use your products, because if you don't, they end up no good for anything. Right, there we go. I'm just adding that light colour. Don't know if it's gonna. Might be able to get it to So I'm just adding the other colour now. And it just looks so much nicer than doing one colour. It's so much more effective to blend at least two. I know that Pentot do 3 colours of this moss. They do the light, the dark, and they do one that's called grass as well. And combining those 3 colours together can give you some really lovely effects. Yeah, this isn't I'm managing to get some of this out. I mean, I've got another one to open there, but I don't want to open it if I can use a bit more of this one. So there we are, we're coming together. Just adding bits of moss. Like I said, I'm going to go into the edges with a fine brush with a darker paint. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to colour my mushrooms and leaves with some lindies and add them around in places. I'll leave some of the other foliage for next week, and I'll do some of these bottles, but I'll leave the main bulk of them until next week. What was I? Oh, I was going to show you the thingy. Right, I'm going to show you the thingy. The thingy that I'm thinking of doing next in this sort of informally kind of way. Oh, I got the wrong box. Hang on. Where are you? So, right. Now I know that Leanne has this. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using. Obviously, I am on Andy Skinner's design team, so I'm, fortunate. But this one is called Sacred Secrets, and this is going to be the base of the next project I'm going to do. Oh, Facebook is so rude sometimes, isn't it? So yes, this is the one I hope you can hear me. This is the one I'm going to use, not next week, but the week after, to create a project. It's really nice. It's got, you've got all kinds of bits in there. And then I'm also going to be using some of, and it's not, it's not an essential, but I'm going to be using some of the industrial elements as well. So if you want to join in on the next sort of make along, craft along, do along, I don't know, whatever it is, but the next sort of project that I make, I'm going to use these, and I'm going to be using lots of other Andy Skinner products. So if you've got lots of Andy Skinner products that you've been wondering what to do with, I'll be using lots of them on the next one, because I'm trying to use the things I've got, and I think that will be fun. Enjoy along. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, that's going to be my next one. But like I said, for this project now, I'm going to finish doing most of the stuff on the outside. I'll leave a few things for next time, and yeah, we'll do a little bit more inside and the lighting next time. And then that'll be it for this one. And we'll move on to the next. But I'm just trying to... But I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed this. I can't wait to get it finished. Well, I've been really good. I'm making your stash bigger. Sorry, I'm trying to stash best. I can only apologise. But yeah. So I just thought I'd give you a heads up, because if you want to play along next time, you can get this in our Leanne's store, and we'll do something nice with it. So yeah, that is that. I think that is that for this week. So you've got a few minutes to grab a cup of coffee or whatever, and then there'll be lots of other stuff on to watch. Oh, thank you, Jan. It's a real pleasure, and I've had a lovely time. I love coming and just doing this with you guys. It's a nice little bit of my day. I really look forward to it every week. So thank you very much for keeping me company, and I'll see you next week for finishing off our house. Thank you. Bye-bye.